Yeah, that's not a bad morning. It's minus 27.5 out there. But it actually feels warmer than yesterday. That means the wind chill went down. But I didn't look. Oh, now the wind is up. A lot nicer this morning. This has to warm up real good. My throttle was freezing again yesterday. I had to fix my boots. I didn't realize how bad my insoles were after I dried them. Hole here, and this one, which is nothing. I mean, it still keep me warm. And this one's bad. Hole here, hole there, and big one there. Oh, that one's pretty brutal. My throttle's back to normal. I think those blankets are good for. I just thaw everything out. All the ice that was around everywhere is gone now. They're ready to go, guys. Just have to set these traps. And I wanted to show you something from last year. You can see there's a head in there. Well, that's from a beautiful silver fox that got eaten by a wolverine. Never did catch. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe that was the big one I caught. So it actually wasn't too far from there. I see a marten in there. Looks like a decent size from here. That's a nice looking marten. Oh yeah. That's a beauty. What you're looking for right there. Nice in the bush. Definitely the wind is up at least, I'm going to say 30 to 40 kilometers an hour. Yeah, that's what you want. Okay, let's get a new trap in there. Let's get him in the sleigh. Well, all that freezing rain, the willows are pretty much down on the ground and they act like snowshoes. So all the bad spots are easy to walk over. Bonus. I've been playing around here for around 10 minutes or so. Couldn't find the box, but the trap was hanging on the tree. I finally found the tree it was hanging on. What a pain. But we got it set, so move on to the next one. Before we leave, I was looking for the box that was hanging on this tree. I can't find it. Needle in a haystack around here. So I just stomped around a little bit, nothing. And maybe next time I come by, I'll stomp a little bit more higher. But right now I'm overheated and I don't want to do that anymore. Well, I finally punched the trail. Just hooked up the trapping sleigh and we'll head up there. dark quick. Man, that was a pain in the ass to punch that trail. I take back what I said about the willows being good for snowshoes. Just hiding behind the machine. I came out of that bush and holy man, a freaking windchill just smacked me. I'm gonna get my hood up now. Cooking in the bush to freezing on the tundra. Minus 32 out there this morning. Just seen something go through the bush here. Pretty sure it was a fox. There he is, a beautiful red. Look at that. Wow. Whew. That wind is cold. Colder than yesterday when we were coming across. Well, I got the box done. Got a lid on it. And I just have a wire. I mean, just 2 screws here for just a wire for now. I don't have a latch. At least I don't think I have one here. But I can pop that on anytime. The big test. Not heavy. Will it fit in here? Like a glove. Perfect. So here's my little deer sleigh that people use for getting their deer out of the woods, and it comes with a harness. I bought a different harness for it though, so it's more comfortable. We're going to pop that down there, and also there's a little Swede saw, must be inside still, but we could put that on top. Survival pack. Come along's already in there. Tent. And let's hope these fit. Oh, perfect. Well, I just came out here to get some bait out of one of the pails, and I decided just to smash the pail or cut it in half with my axe, and I think that's going to work. Whew, it's cold out here. Get this done and get back inside. Okay guys, I got everything with me now. I got the 2 330s, safety gear in here. This is all packed. 3 spare boxes in case I need them to replace any boxes that are missing. All my traps, fish, 1 marten carcass, snowshoes on my machine. Okay, we're prepared. I see a nice marten in this box. Nice color. Get them out of there. Nice color, but small female. Beautiful color. Look at that. Wow. That is a gorgeous color. And I was following a fox here, and he ate a marten on me, that bugger. Not that old too. Got some pretty fresh tracks around here. I could just see a little bit of the fur on the trap. Okay, let's reset that. The fish is still in the box. And let's hope he didn't get any more. And that's definitely a colored fox. He didn't touch this box, and they're too smart for that. You see his tracks everywhere though. Big moose went through here though. That's why you get so overheated in the bush. There's no wind. And this is what you're doing when you have years like this. Normally just drive through here, but not this season. Boy, getting that axe out, you can see from all the melting, because it was warm out. It's all full of ice. I should have brought it in last night. I didn't even look at it. Okay guys, we made it to the bush trail, and then we came for a ride to the very first mark box along the river. Well, I wouldn't say along the river, that's out of that bush trail, along the bush line, let's say. So I need to put a box between here and the last box on that trail. So let's do a kilometer check, and then we'll put it right smack in the middle. And I'll let you know when we get to the first box how far it is to that box. Well, would you look at that? It's exactly 1 kilometer between boxes. So next box after this one heading south will be at 500 meters. So with this Martin box here, the one we're going to set on the way back, I feel like there's a big gap between this one and the next one on the trail. So we're going to put the odometer back to 0, and we will see how far it is to the next trap. Well, we made it to the next box, and actually it's not that bad. It's only 600 meters, so it's just slow going, I guess, and it felt like it was a kilometer, but that's okay. 600 meters is acceptable. I'm gonna warm my hands up first. Oh, it's cold. Ooh. The gloves are warm coming out of the compartment, but okay. When we were coming back today from installing that last box in between the 2 boxes at the 500 meter mark, and I just turned around, started coming into the open area, and wow, I got smacked right here with that wind chill. I got back here, and It dropped to minus 40 something. The wind chill did. Minus 42, I think it was. I was like, well, that's why it smacked me on the way here. I don't know how to get this clean. You guys know how to get this clean? I've tried Comment. I've tried a bunch of stuff. It's driving me nuts. Well, we just checked a couple traps on the way here. Now we're going to start setting. I don't recall ever seeing any type of track like this before. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. That's odd. Well, that's my trail. So I'm going to have to clean it up before I can plow through here. And hopefully it's only this one bush right in front of us. Well, I'm already peeling off gear. Right now we're in a spot where it's a little more windy. But I want to stay comfortably cool. I don't want to be sweating. So I'm just going to stay in the wind here for a little while, cool down, and continue on. I took off my neck warmer, my mask. That was attached to my trapper's hat, and we'll try that for the remainder of the trip. Yeah, I still don't know what those tracks were seen. The only thing I could think about was caribou, the way they kick their legs to the side and run. I've never seen tracks like that though, around caribou tracks, but could be wrong. Nice big chunk of fish. Pretty appetizing to me. What do you suppose that martin's doing, heading towards the middle of the tundra? Pretty brave. Yeah, there's the last 330 out. And let's continue on. Man, it's nice going along the bush here. And it feels like it's warmed up, but I bet you that's just fooling me because we're right along the bush. I decided to change the box out in this area. The other one needs some repair. I noticed the staples are a little bit loose. I just peeled it up like that. And we also changed the trap out. That one has a lot of ice on it. The traps have actually been really good. I was surprised. I thought I'd be fighting with the ice all the way, but really there's only been maybe 4 or 5. I took the box from here last year because it needed some repairs, so I put the new box on and I grabbed the trap, and I did even set the trap off. Lucky Norm. I just about touched that trigger with my thumb. I would have had a hell of a time trying to get that off my hand. So that's a first for me. I always set them off. I don't know why I just hung it there, but I got lucky and nothing happened. So we have about, I don't know, I'm gonna say 2 or 3 boxes left and we'll start heading home. That's a Wolverine. I got one more trap, and guess where he's heading? Straight for my trail and straight for that 330 box. Well, the sun has set, and the Wolverine turned about 300 yards before my trail onto the North Knife River right here, but that's behind me. At some point he came out, I think. So maybe he's hanging around, maybe he'll come by the trail here, we'll see. Well, let's get back now and get some food in us. Oh my god, I'm starving, plus I am dying for a hot cup of tea. started following fox tracks around that bush line right there, and they're pretty small, so I knew they were a white fox, and we ended up getting him. He looks like a beauty too, nice and white. So let's get him out of there, and we'll see what he looks like at the cabin. It's getting late, and I still have a few more boxes to check before we get to camp. I had to replace a 120 here that I didn't replace the other day when we were getting wood, because I never came by here, and that light sure comes in handy. So nothing took the bait in the box, so that's all set. Not the best weather out there. I think it's just ice fog though. There's definitely no snow. Oh, tracks all over here. I already set one 330 where we caught that other white one, and we got another one, and the bait's all gone. That means there's another white around. So I already have a trap here and a fur bag, and we'll reset that and get out of here. Okay, we'll leave the trap and sleigh on the river. Let's head to the tent frame and set it up. And then when we're done, we'll bring the boggin back here and grab the trap and sleigh and get all the traps set. Well, the first marten box, you can see a fox came in here, tore the box down, and ate this freaking nice. That's a nice big male. I don't know why he didn't finish him. Damn. So we'll fix that up probably in a couple hours, I guess. There's a big moose walking along my trail. Let's see if we have anything else. Well, it looks like fox is here too. He set the trap off, I think. It was set off inside the box. We'll have to fix that one also. Well, I'm at the next box, and something was here too. My best guess it's a Wolverine. Only a Wolverine will do that. Yeah. Pretty sure that's what the tracks are ahead of me. Snowed a little bit, so it's hard to tell. But pretty sure. I don't think he's here. Yeah, he's there. But I'm pretty sure it's a Wolverine. Bugger. We'll get him. The game's afoot. I just got a couple small trees for starting a fire later. I've seen some tracks over here, and that's an otter that went by. Huh. It's a problem when you're trying to bust a new trail, because you can't make it up a hill like this on the marten line because there's hardly any snow. Whew. I was fighting, man. I thought I was going to tip it, and I have no gear here, but I managed to get it back there, and it looks like a better trail right there. Whew. Man, that's tiring. That thing is heavy. Okay, let's see if we can back it out of there. No problem. Backed it right out like nothing. And we need another trail, that's for sure. I see one straight ahead there. Another one right there. Let's go for this one right here. Looks a little better. Whew, that's tiring. All this gear on. Well, that's where the trail's supposed to actually go. I haven't changed it yet. That's where we just came out of. I'll show you the other trail why I don't like it, and it's a bit of a pain. So you can see the trail here, how steep it is. I didn't want to hit it too hard with my machine because I didn't know if it was straight in or what was going on. But I ended up backing out, and there's no way I'm bringing my boggin up there. I'd have to take a really good run at that. That ain't happening. So we finally got past where we just about tipped, and we have a better trail now, so it should be easy going from here. And we're gonna have to take the marten boxes out of here. There's no way I'm going back and forth on this trail anymore. We made it. And I did a circle around the tent frame and there was a spruce hen. Yeah, he was resting in the sun. Awesome. And doesn't look like anything was touched in the tent frame. We'll take a peek right away. Everything is in the exact spot I left it. Awesome. No bears pulling anything out. I like that. So let's get this cleaned out and get this tent on. Okay, that'll do. Let's get the tent on. And we might have to fire up that stove. Let's see. Because I need the ashes out of there for the pot belly. Otherwise the floor will get very hot and probably start to burn. So we just gotta wait for the tent to warm up now, so we can start to stretch it and get it into position. It's gotta be at least 2 inches out right now. Oh, it's gonna take a little bit. It's pretty cold out. On the granola bar. There we go. The ice is off the top. Put the stove on there now. It's actually very late. It's like 3:30. The sun is going to go down any time. We just don't want to have. We won't have time to set the trap today. It's so bloody cold out, and we had to make a new trail because we couldn't get through the about, I don't know, I'm going to say about 200 or 300 meters of trail to get to the opening. We couldn't jump up there because there was just not enough snow. So it took a while to make the new trail and get here. We never got here till 1, and it's so cold out, the tent took a long time to warm up and stretch. So even though I dried it in the cabin, it still has to be stretched. And it looks like we're going to run out of time. I don't mind going back in the dark, but I also like going back in the daylight to see if I can see anything. Caribou, whatever. I'll take my tank apart. Put that back in the machine. Stuff on the shelf here, or at least we got the tent frame up. And tomorrow we'll do some repairs. I see I can't really close the door really tight because everything's getting worn out now that I put in before, so I might bring some blocking and some strips for the door and some drill bits, and we'll fix that real good. It's not bad, but we can do better. I didn't bring a measuring tape, so we'll have to, I don't know. I don't think I have a piece of rope here to measure it, but you know what, I can throw the saw in the, no, I got the saw in the trapping sling. That'll be fine. We'll put the strips in there and we'll make it work. A little bit more to do. I think we'll just leave this stuff outside, except for my sleeping bag, because we need to thaw that floor or melt it and get it all nice and cleaned up in there. We'll flip that stove over, make sure no snow gets in it in case something happens and we don't make it back here. But let's get out of here as soon as that's warmed up.